Hey, 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 everyone. We are back. Got the free time to do a stream. It's been a while. I've been posting content in the channel and stuff, but flight school and everything, it's been busy. Currently on the second semester of the first year. It's a 4-year course. So here we are in lovely November 3-1 Whiskey Sierra. You may know this, or I should say, this is the FLYSIMWARE LEARJET 35A, which is currently in early access. But for an aircraft that's in early access, this is a fantastic aircraft for you to have. It's already a must-have for early access. It's already a must-have, and knowing that there's a lot of updates that's being just dropped and dropped and dropped, it's going very well. It's so far so good. I don't know why Nightbot has done that to you, Fires, but Fires, welcome to the stream, my friend, in Jackson, Britain. Hey, hey, hey. Right, so just a bit of background with 3-1 Whiskey Sierra. 3-1 Whiskey Sierra is a 75 Gates Learjet 35. The real aircraft is the 35, not the A. The A is a stretched variant that has less range, but it's still essentially the same aircraft. Formerly owned none other than singer-songwriter Mr. John Denver, or his real name, Henry John Deutschendorf Jr., and his father, Dutch Deutschendorf, is also the chief pilot of his company, Windstar Aviation. So we're flying as Windstar Aviation, but we're not using the call sign Windstar, but rather we are still using the same registration call sign, November 3-1 Whiskey Sierra, or Learjet 3-1 Whiskey Sierra, sorry. So, without further ado, I'm taking over the XP flight tonight. Exactly. Yeah, I'm taking over the XP flight, but I know for certain that XP is not flying this aircraft, and he might never ever. Because number one, well, of course, XP just arrived from his vacation in Canada, and we got a lot to talk about as well. So without further ado, let's hop aboard. So I can only fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 or 9 people aboard Windstar 1. Like I said, this livery is painted in the 1970s to the 1980s livery of 3-1 Whiskey Sierra. Sadly, the real aircraft no longer exists because it was written off. Mercury Glider, welcome to the stream, my friend. Yeah, painted by yours truly. It's a hard one to paint. Still has some improvements, but hey, it's a rolling work in progress, and it's gonna improve over time. So let us load up VPilot. I loaded up here early, but then Texas Center. The center just went offline. However, for Birmingham, which is in Atlanta, in Alabama, we do have Atlanta Center online, and we have Birmingham Ground online. So we have sent an Atlanta Center, and of course, none other than the Birmingham Ground. Huge props to them. So I'm just gonna connect here to VPilot. So your call sign today is November 3-1 Whiskey Sierra. We are Learjet 35. So it's just L35 or Learjet LJ35. There we go. And let's connect. And we already got Auto ATC. There does not appear to be any controller providing clearance and delivery services at your departure airport, which is here in David Wayne Hooks Memorial Airport. Services, please squawk 2714 for your IFR flight, and this will aid in our identification by any ATC that may be online later in your flight. Perfect. Estimated flight time is around 2 hours. Thank you very much, Mercury Glider. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Right, hop aboard. So I could accommodate 8 to 9 people. So feel free to enjoy yourselves in the back. Just don't spill any wine. Right, let's change up the music here. This is on only one time, of course, because let me load up my streaming music. I have my own music for streaming. I'm gonna have to get the vibes. So let us do some music, right? So probably up to going to 43,000? No, actually. Okay, looks like we have the taskbar issue there, so we're gonna have to restart here. Hold on. Just bear with me, guys. We're just gonna have to restart because our toolbar is not working quite right. It's sometimes like that when it's laggy, when it loads up the aircraft. There we go, no problem. And wow, you have livery persistence as well. Perfect. Right, so let's open up the doors. So the way the door works is like this. So you open up this lever here, and then you press on the gray part here. That will lift up the door. And then here, just click on this lever, and then right in this little switch here, not this one, okay? This one's for you to close your door. But this one right here, this little metal part, that is gonna bring down your stairs. So right, let's do the check. So first, let's open up the windows. So I am using a mod that uses the TSS sound pack for this aircraft. Of course, I cannot share the files because, of course, it's owned by TSS. You have to pay for it. So, yeah, there we go. There's our sim brief panel because it's only a single monitor. Right, so we are cruising at 39,000 feet, not 43,000 feet. So let's do this. So I hope the audio mixing is well, guys. I hope the audio mixes well. Let me just lower this down a bit. I don't know why my music player is lagging. I do not know why. Come on now. I cannot lower the music, guys. Hold on a second. I have to pause it. I don't know why it's so laggy. Come on now. So I'm running Opera GX. I do not know why the video player is so freaking laggy. Okay, now the music stopped. Yeah, because I asked it to stop. Yeah, it's in the FLYSIMWARE.to. It's called Sim Brief Panel. And what it does, it adds a little Sim Brief tab here, so it's more easier for you to access. So if an aircraft doesn't have an EFB, and you don't have to switch tabs left and right just for you to access. Right, can we now lower the music in peace, guy? Man, come on, there we go. Right, so let's start. So we have battery 1, battery 2, then we'll turn on the inverters, primary and secondary. And then we're gonna go here, turn on the avionics master, beacon high. We don't really have to turn that on, it's just for the VOR, but we're gonna have that high. Radio out, autopilot, and then the battery standby to standby. That's emergency battery. Hook computer should be on. Windshield heats on, windshield radome on. Pitot will turn that on before engine start. And our aircraft's now alive. So we're using the PMS GTN 750 with the premium package, which allows us to do a sim brief with the working title update. So this allows it to have some stuff that the normal PMS doesn't have. It's just gonna import the files. In the meantime, let's open up the tablet right here. Nice little tablet. I'm gonna hide the passengers. So we're gonna carry a handful of passengers. So John, so John, Julie, Rick. Okay, Alicia, Cindy. Okay, let's just have some random passengers. See? Okay, there we go. We'll have duffel bags, a suitcase, and I think that's it. Really, 5 and 6. There we go. So fuel, let's fill up the full tank. So I'm using my own SimBrief aircraft profile here. It's not accurate, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have full tip wing tanks, half tip tanks, and full fuselage tank. Because it says here that it's limited and stuff and like that. Right, so we're good on the fuel, we're good on the payloads. We won't be staying here for too long. We're just gonna have to get our checks on the flight plan stuff. So we're departing Dwayne Cooks by the Mammoth. Mammoth 7. I don't know what says Mammoth 5. 17 right. LCH transition. Load departure. And then our arrival into Birmingham will be... Do we have the limp? Okay, none. But our approach, can we do the ILS? ILS too far, there we go. Vectors transition. And load approach. There we go. So our flight plan should be set. And then based on what our V-pilot told us, 2714. 2714. So let's switch that to on. And then let's go to Unicom 122.8. Straight out departure to Mansec. And then we're gonna have to go direct to Mamalt. And then from Mamalt, we go to Horn, Bling, then the LCH VOR. That's the Lake Charles VOR. So let's have that set as well. So this makes our life easier because we can just access it, no problem. So yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good to go. We have the fuel. We just have to remember now that this aircraft's fuel tank, we have to set it manually once we're at cruise. So we're running wing tanks first, and then after that we're gonna run fuselage tanks. So let's set it to total first, and shut up the music for a sec, because it's supposed to start up the engine. So close the doors. Right, let's close the doors. Close this first, then close this one. That's gonna do that for us. Back switch opens up the vacuum to close the door, and then after that we'll let go of the switch. On to the right side, let's set our beacon and nav. Let's cabin air on. Let's have this one set to 39,000 feet. That's our only cruising altitude. We're not going up any higher. For the 39,000 feet, let's set up our altitude here. So 39,000. 390. Altitude select. Arm the nav. And let's go do the engines. I don't know why this guy is here. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be there. Let's check if our controls are free. Okay. The throttles was on up position. Right. Yaw dampers and secondary is on. Let's set our trim here. Steering lock unlock. Steering on switch on. Pitot heats on. And let's start up these Garrett engines. I think it's Garrett. I'm not sure. Come on. Trim set to take off. There we go. So, right, so without further ado, let's start the engines. So, we don't need our ignition on. This is in case if, we have our engine shut down and we can restart it on the sky. So, start with the left side. Using the TSS sound pack for this. I don't know if any Learjet pilots are there. Which one do we reference for the fuel feeding? Fan or turbine? Okay, fan. Let's use the fan for the time being. Here we go. There is our exhaust gas temperatures. Maybe let's have our nav light, our weather radar on. Then let us switch this one right here to left gen. Then start up. It's not gonna automatically cut out. You have to cut it out manually. Okay, start up the right engine. And we do have other pilots also here. Especially there at Houston Hobby, I think. Yeah, Houston Hobby. Oh no, that's George Bush Intercontinental. Right, so without further ado. So we're not using the call sign Windstar 31 Whiskey Sierra. We are just using November 31 Whiskey Sierra or Learjet 31 Whiskey Sierra. Right, so I have my charts on my tablet. Ready and to go. We're now at the private parking stand and we're taxiing where? It's spoilers. Put him down. There we go. Sorry. Flaps set to 8. And let's go for charts. David Wayne Brooks says twice. So we're on the ground. Airport diagram. And we have telemetry actually from that. So we're at ramp A. We're gonna taxi via ramp A to Charlie, and we're gonna take off from Charlie. Copy. 17 right. Okay. David Wayne traffic. November Learjet 31 Whiskey Sierra. At the BizJet ramp, we're gonna be taxiing to 17 right, lining up via Charlie. David Wayne traffic. Right, let's go. Sorry man, you're gonna have to get run over. Stall warning, yes. Stall warning, and then our hydraulic pumps. Taxi light on the landing light. It's supposed to be FNO. By the departure. Oh crap, I forgot to turn on the right gens. Have to remember that.
Traffic Air Shuttle 6216, 115 left via Whiskey.
It's manual auto throttle. Actually, it's like a CRJ, but it's a private jet. It's a business. Winds. Right, keep her in the runway. V1 speeds around 30 to 140. Okay, V1 rotates.
Traffic Air Shuttle 6216, taking runway 15 left, RM to Cartman for the Company 3 departure east.
Oh my, oh goodness, oh my god. I was speaking to y'all when I was on mute. Oh jeez. Oh my god. One way to go back to streaming, huh? Oh my days. Right, that big mistake. Shenanigans already. Shenanigans already. Right, so then I'll go back to the beginning. So Andrew, if you haven't heard, maximum capacity is 8 passengers in this aircraft. 8. 8 passengers. I don't know how my microphone muted. That was so weird. And of course, Balloon A320, thank you very much for the sub. I really, really appreciate it. I'm a bad streamer. Right, so we have the GTN 750. This one has the working title update. So what I was saying was, I don't know when I muted my mic. I'll have to look at that later when we reach cruise. So the GTN 750, this one has the working title update. Now the AN225 that I flew last time does have this, but it doesn't have the working title update. Excuse me. And essentially what it could do, you can do holds, you have go around mode, but this one doesn't have go around mode. The TMS or the other version of the GTN 750 by another company has it. Alright, cruising altitude, we're coming right up. Bad streamer, guys, bad streamer. But yeah, so this one has the hold, so as you go here, you have flight plan, and let's say you want to hold at the Birmingham VOR. You could do edit hold, you could select hold, load hold, you could set the course here, you could do the course here, the inbound, outbound, right turn, left turn, length of time, so you could do it by distance or you could do it by leg time, so that's a nice touch. So of course we're just waiting for... I was like, he's looking around but not talking. Yeah, that's my bad. 38,000 feet, we're gonna go to cruise in a bit, we're gonna select, I don't know if you heard this as well, but the fuel system in this aircraft is kind of complicated, but it actually does make sense. So, this aircraft has five tanks. So you got the left and right tip tanks, which is the ones right here. You got the wing tanks, which is already obvious, and a fuse tank. Now there's a switch here. So standby pumps, this is your standby pumps, of course. Jet pumps, that remains on as the engines are running. Jettison, of course, and your cross flow in case of a fuel imbalance with the left and right. Unlike in the Comanche, you cannot feed the engines directly from the tip tanks. What the tip tanks do is they feed the fuel from the tip tanks to the wing tanks. So the way for us to get the maximum range from these two is the fuselage tanks, as you can see in this tablet in the EFB here. You could hold 198 gallons of fuel in the fuselage tank. So once you reach cruising altitude, which we are at right now, let's set cruising power. You set your standby pumps to on and switch this fuselage tank to empty. Because if you fill it with fuel, it's gonna use the wing tanks to feed fuel to the fuselage tank for center of gravity, but that's not really what it's here for. So rather, from the off position, you switch it to empty, and what that does is feed fuel from the fuselage tank to the wing tank, essentially filling it up. So that gives us more range. So you do it while you're at cruise. And while you're at it, ensure that your fuel computers are on the on switch. That's how, that's the cruising. Welcome back, Fires. Hope all is well. Just give me a sec, guys. I just have to take a quick bathroom break. Give me like 2 minutes or so. Alright, we are back. So, yes, Andrew, you burn the center tanks first and then the fuel tanks. That's how it should work. But in this one, your center tanks is essentially manual. So, the way it works in the Learjet is you burn your wing tanks until you reach cruising altitude. And once you reach cruising altitude, then you burn your center tank. That's how it works in the Learjet. All these aircraft, different systems, which makes it interesting because it's a lot to learn different aircraft and everything, remember everything. Yeah. Each aircraft has their own systems. Each one is very similar to the modern ones. Some are more complicated than they seem to be, but this is a way for you to learn and everything. So let's speed up here a bit. I know we could give this aircraft more potential. So as you can see here now, our tip tanks is now decreasing. Our fuel tank is actually decreasing now. So let's tune into Atlanta Center. Just let's put it on standby. 132975. 132975. Transfer.
Delta 3822, contact Charlotte, approach 0.5.
There we go, we do have Atlanta Center online. We don't contact him at least until after May, but at that time we're already beginning our descent. 44 minutes into the flight, or we're already 44 minutes away from the airport, so I better have my ILS charts checked already for that airport. So that is Birmingham, KBHM. Birmingham, Shuttlesworth. Still struggle to use the Airbus type MCDU, prefer the Boeing type MCDU FMC mix. We all have our own preferences. Some of us are more, familiar with more other planes such as Boeing, so you're of course more familiar with Boeing. But for me, I'm familiar with any aircraft as long as it can fly. Give me an aircraft with an INS system, then I could fly it. I mean, the Just Flight A300 will have the INS system, and for hell, I'll fly that one with the INS system. But of course, if I don't want to fly with the INS system, I'll fly with the MCD or FMC or whatever. I have no problem. VOR? Yeah, no problem. I could do it as well. VOR, no problem. But of course, the VOR is a bit more tricky because you need to get the frequencies and everything of each waypoint. And I'm pretty sure it's in SimBrief panel right there. But I'm not sure. So let's explore the cabin. Well, we're still cruise because I know this is going to be a fast flight. So, as you may know, the shades work. The shades work right there. And we also have our tray tables actually work right here. Same thing with the back. We got our tray tables here that actually work.
Delta 212.
TV screens don't work,
Descend via the
but
arrival.
they are folding out. And in the back, of course, we do have our suitcases, duffel bags. And as for the passenger models, I don't really want to have passenger models in the cabin. Pretty distracting, but there is here. It's not the best model, so good grief. He's staring at me. As you can see here, we have the passengers renting out 31 Whiskey Sierra. But of course, 31 Whiskey Sierra is the private jet of John Denver, so it's not like, it's eventually when it's sold, yeah, it became a charter aircraft when it was sold to the holding cell LC or whatever. So let us go to in-game with Google, and then let's have our browser source. No, not browser source. Window capture. So let us go this one right here. So this is the FLYSIMWARE, and this is the livery that I painted. So already 328 downloads, version 2.2. I've already released a handful of updates. A notification. I don't care. And as you can see, the initial update release, it's very old. So I'll show you some screenshots of that later. So the first one, of course, there's some modifications. So version 2, 1.2, just some improvements. Same thing with version 3 and version 4. Then version 2.0, it took me a couple days because of course flight school stuff. Change the livery colors, tip tanks are accurate and stuff. So if we look up November 31 was the Sierra right here.
Southwest 201 Atlanta Center, climate change level 260.
This is what the real aircraft looks like.
Atlanta Center, Southwest 4251, 2000.
See, the aircraft just a regular standard 35, LEARJET 35, not the 35A. So it's shorter, has less windows and stuff. The window door is smaller, but this is how it looks like in Airlines. There's some things that I couldn't get right with. For example, the very back part here, where the reverse thrust are. The problem with that is that they are individual parts and very tricky to paint. So, and I'm not too familiar yet with blender painting, but I was able to get the hang of it.
American 815 Atlanta Center,
but it's good enough
for
now. And then the bottom part here, the landing gear lobe fairings. The problem with that is that it's also blended with the wing. So if you're painting the gear lobe fairings only, you also paint a part of the wing. I don't even have a picture of the undercarriage of the aircraft, so...
Exit to visual 17, and we have echo on board, 1 Papa, thank you.
And then of course, the last iteration of the aircraft, the livery was like this. This was the same livery where the aircraft was written off, sadly. Failed takeoff attempt at a Pueblo Municipal Airport in Colorado. I've done my research on it. Here's the man himself with the Learjet. This was in 1975, I think, when he first, when he collected it, I believe. Look at that plane. It's beautiful.
Atlanta photo today on 8-5.
This is another picture, this thing with his father. This was for the film, The Higher We Fly, I believe. Like, I saw that documentary film. This is the second livery before it was sold. Not a huge fan of it, I prefer the old one. But it's still 3-1 Whiskey Sierra though.
Atlanta Center, Delta 4218.
And it's still using the Windstar one.
4218 Atlanta Center, climate change by level 230.
So if we do, let's go through it. So I'll show you guys the first versions of the livery.
330.
Of the new livery so far, of the Formula 1 cars. I don't know. The only one I like is Williams. The kick sauber thing is not gonna, it's gonna fall apart because the what's it called? Stake is not registered in stake or kick, I'm not sure. I think it's stake. Yeah, stake is not registered in Switzerland, even though they said they are. It's getting sued. So here's the first iteration of the livery. I'm gonna lower the freaking thing first. There we go. So this is the first livery. The colors, like I said, is more colorful and vibrant. The tip tank is more closer, so it's supposed to be a bit more wider on the white part. And this one's supposed to be a bit narrower. The color scheme is wrong, and as you can see, the window frame here is metallic. It's not metallic in the real aircraft.
Okay, I'll expect marble.
And this one didn't align right too, so I was able to fix all of this. And then the 3-1 Whiskey Sierra text on the back is it's not stretched, so I stretched it out a bit. But this is how it looked like before. And XP said, and he said so far, he doesn't like the colors. He's not a fan. Yeah, the Williams car is good. The Williams car is good. I like it. I like the Williams. Let's just hope they could transform the car into podium. And of course, the livery right now Oh, oops, that's with Discord. But here, as you can see, more accurate. Hard to, find the right colors. Fix the tip
Delta
tank.
1020, contact Atlanta, approach
The
123,
window frame on the
172.
cockpit is now non-metallic. It's now painted also with blue. With the dark sky blue.
Delta 4218, contact Washington Center, the frequency is 126.87.
The red is also darker, so almost like a wine reddish.
Delta 4218, contact
I don't know what the interior looks like. I still need to find a picture of the interior from the 70s and 80s. Maybe even the 90s. I don't know what it was like.
Hello,
And of course, the ultimate goal is to have the back part of the livery painted as well. But that's gonna be a bit of a trick.
Atlanta Center, Delta 593, flight level,
Yolts Annie 1000, thanks so much for the thank you so much for tuning in. You live next to DWH. Perfect. So it's a nice for me to fly out of your home airport, I should say. Very nice. It's a pleasure. Screenshots. Alright, let me take a look. Let's take a look. That is not Discord. We're looking at Discord here.
Delta 20, who's that?
So let's take a look at Discord.
Maintain flight level,
Discord. Let's take a look. Let's some screenies. Fires on a roll. So he had the Phoenix. I think this is the Phoenix A320.
Flight level 370. Flight maintain level 380.
With I think that's an Otter.
30 for 14.
Very nice. Also flying the Spirit A320 Neo. Fly-by-wire, I believe.
At or above 6,200. Actually, at or above 6,000.
American Airlines.
737.
800.
Direct marble.
Need to fly the 737 again. Centerline could use some improvement. But hey, it's all good. A good landing you walk away from. A landing you walk away from is a good landing.
Yeah, sure. Direct Heisen, cross Heisen at or above 6,000. Cleared on runway 8 approach. Okay, direct Heisen.
Exclamation mark Discord, Andrew. Exclamation mark Discord.
At above 6,000. Delta 1446. What's your destination today?
Advisor, I don't know why, but I've found it twice on the B pilot.
Southwest 738 in the Heart livery.
It's gonna be Atlanta.
And of course,
what arrival are you
flying the C-17 Globemaster.
I'm on the runway 03 arrival, which will be the Hutch arrival.
Very nice, very nice.
What star are you on? What
Shush,
star
20 knot headwinds. I see. And in that case, it's acceptable. I mean, if it's a crosswind, there's nothing you can do.
Alright, Delta 1440 pilot discretion.
Fuel, cross flow, low.
240 at pilot discretion for 1446.
Hello, Senator, November 70,
That's normal. Because we're emptying the fuselage tank.
126.87, American 1217.
Delta 212, contact approach.
That's normal because we're emptying the fuselage tank. Once we turn it off, then it'll go away. So just give me guys a reminder that to turn on what's it called?
Atlanta Center, November 70.
To turn on replay when we do the landing.
November 70 Victor Mike at Atlanta Center, climbing 10-430.
I made a teaser video to try and get exclusivity to do AMS2 and manual shifting.
November 8 Papa, turn left 080 to centimeter.
Still yet to get AMS2, but I did get the crew motorfest. I got it because I can. I'm not a huge fan of Forza, to be honest. Them reusing models and stuff. It's just not my stuff anymore to try and keep defending Forza. The last Forza game I had was Horizon 4, and as much as I want to get Horizon 5, nah, it's not my thing anymore. But the crew, it's a good competitor despite it being a small game.
1446.
Compared to Forza's 100 gig game to the crew's like 50 gig game, that's a big difference.
What star are you on? Standard instrument arrival. Like, how are you getting into Atlanta?
Looks like someone didn't prepare their arrival into Atlanta. Someone's in big trouble.
Okay, so my flight plan has me going via Gavin 1, or no, sorry, it's Gavin 1 for the first one, Russia for the second one, and then KN Sol, Kilo, November, Sierra, Alpha, Whiskey.
Roger, so it's going to be the Glavin 1. So descent to 24,000, and then I'll give you instructions for the Glavin 1. Just be ready for that here in a couple miles, alright?
Okay, so maybe he's a beginner. I respect him. If you see a beginner in
November 8,
VATSIM,
Papa, turn right, heading
you help
190,
them as much
sorry.
as you can. I saw this video of this guy
Right, 190,
laughing at
it
a
might be too
kid
high.
flying a 737 into San Francisco.
Alright, make a right
I saw that
360
video.
here, Papa.
Right,
As much
360 is
as
open.
it was funny to him, I didn't find it as funny.
Flight Center Delta 593, we're ready to...
Well, never actually found it funny because, number one, the guy's a
Delta
rookie.
593, descend to the
We were
Gandalf
all
to
rookies at
arrival
one point.
and
I believe you were also like that at one point. I was like that at one point. You don't laugh at someone's mistakes. If they're not of course, it's common sense. You should be familiar with the aircraft you're flying before you get on VATSIM. I get that. But you gotta give props to him. He is a future pilot in the making.
1727 Atlanta
He
Center,
has
Flemington,
the,
Level 3,
I should say,
correction
cojones
230, resume normal
to fly
speed.
on VATSIM. Especially for him being so young. Then I respect that. I really do.
American
But you
815, expect a
don't
visual
laugh
start
at him
23,
because he
right.
makes a mistake. Because I believe, how do you feel if you laugh and of course they laugh at you? I should say they laugh at you for making a mistake.
537 Atlanta Center,
Of course you would
Flemington,
like it
Level
because
390.
everyone's a mistake. We're all human.
Delta 537.
We all make mistakes. It's not like you're a perfect person. Yeah. We all have our own rankings. Some of us are very experienced with VATSIM. Some of us dislike VATSIM, treat VATSIM like a real-world AT air traffic control, which we do.
Our route is south.
Some of us are novices, like, of course, some of us where
yes,
you
turn
get
right,
some
direct
things,
north.
still
My
mistakes, you
apologies.
still make some mistakes. And I mean, I get that. We make mistakes, and there's no such thing as a perfect person. We, as a community, need to help one another.
Atlanta Center, United
You don't
522.
laugh at someone's mistake, and you don't make fun of them. And post them
522 Atlanta Center, Clemente,
and post them in
flight level
and post them in
370, and
YouTube.
resume normal speed, pursuit on course.
Clemente, level 370.
Ooh, Inibuilds just released the Abu Dhabi Yas Marina Island product for free in the Inibuild store and manager. Perfect. I'm gonna have to take a look at that when I get the chance to.
Giant 36.
I'll have to get the chance to try and fly
Giant
it.
366. Pilot's discretion.
The
is
Horizon
maintained
Sun. Yeah, that
level
could be a good
370.
flight. Before we land at Abu Dhabi, we could do a flyby.
Center Delta 2282 is with you, 23.7 for 290 and about 38 miles to the northeast, correction, 29 miles to the northeast of the Huntsville VR.
Delta 2282 Atlanta Center, cross Chipper at 13,250 knots, altimeter 3025.
Cross Chipper 13,000 at 250 knots for Delta 2282.
And Delta 1446 cross Glavin at 12,250 knots.
At 11 at 12,000 at 250 knots. 1440.
I got an email complaint because I got a corner with
November
taxi.
108,
I was
Papa,
looking
turn
at
left
my
out of,
taxi
13,000 for 14.
aircraft. That's a
November
mistake.
108 Papa, turn left heading
I
220.
mean, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah,
Left
sure.
220, and we have the runway inside. We can take the visuals here, Papa.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Papa, thanks.
You
Clear
do
visual
have.
runway
Of course,
17.
they'll have to tell you
Yeah,
like,
the
hey, you
visual
turned it the wrong
170,
thing. But
Papa.
a
Thank
complaint
you.
is not really much. I mean,
Correction,
you
Delta
made a
2720,
mistake,
leave
an
airspace,
honest
for
mistake,
service
because you're
terminated,
focusing on the
frequency
aircraft.
change approved. Air New Zealand, tax.
Spurling's 1837, miles along 14,000.
Bearings 1877, or Atlanta Center, climbing 10 level 270. Correction, 370.
But I think a complaint
370,
that might
Bearings
affect your
1877.
VATSIM account is a bit too much.
366, leaving my airspace. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved.
Speaking of that, have I ever had the complaint? VATSIM? Let's see.
Southwest 201, leaving my airspace. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved.
That's not from YouTube.
Southwest 201.
None. So far, none.
Air New Zealand 85 at pilot's discretion, descend to maintain
But
level
yeah,
240.
a complaint is a bit too much, to
I
be
follow the
honest.
discretion
Because
for level
who knows, it could
240
affect your
and
VATSIM account.
American 1727, contact Washington Center 126.87.
2687, American 1727.
Right, so we are 23 minutes away from Birmingham. We're gonna have to do vectors into VUZ. So then let's have that frequency on and that changed. And
Delta
at the
23,
meantime,
leaving my
we're gonna have to
airspace,
set
radar
up
service is
our
terminated, frequency change
course for the ILS 24. So 238. Let's go here. 238 on the course.
Atlanta Center, Skyhawk 492, Juliet Tango with a VFR request.
November 20 Golf, how will the approach terminate? November 7620 Golf, how will the approach terminate?
I mean, hey Andrew, I mean,
20 Golf, Roger. No traffic
hey,
observed or
they
seen
always
between
give
you and the
people
field. Report IFR cancellation on the
chances.
ground.
They
and
don't
misapproach
just ban
frequency
people
monitor advisory.
outright for making a mistake. I mean, in VATSIM,
I'll
we all
report
make
the
mistakes.
next
I make
20
mistakes, you make
November 8
mistakes.
Papa, runway
Even
17,
Luke
clear to
makes
land, wind calm.
mistakes.
Clear to
XP7
land
makes
17, Juliet
mistakes.
Papa.
Everyone makes
Delta
mistakes.
815,
There's
pilot
no
discretion,
perfect
descend to maintain 5,000.
VATSIM pilot.
American 815, descend to maintain 8,000, pilot discretion. Alright, Delta 1509, you're on frequency. Alright.
Atlanta Center, Walker 3631 with you, fly level 20.
Roger, you just connected in the air?
I did.
Okay. You're radar contact, turn right heading 360.
Alright, 360, 3631.
Right, how
Delta
far are we from?
1509, you over here?
100 nautical miles, so maybe at 80 nautical miles we'll start a descent.
Good day, once again, United 2424, level is 14,000.
Alright, 2424, Atlanta Center, climbing 10 level 370.
70, 2424.
And American 815, did you get my last response to you?
Descend maintain 5,000 at discretion, American 815.
Alright, didn't hear the readback, thank you.
Delta 1509er, we have had a go around and full autopilot failure, so we need vectors back to Charlotte as soon as possible. We need to land as soon as possible.
As soon as possible, huh? Delta 1509, fly heading 130.
Fly heading 130, sorry about sounding so urgent there. Sorry about that.
Delta 1446, can you hit the gas pedal like, I don't know, 280 knots?
Hey, I'm gonna slow down. I was just getting down to 12,000 for you, and then I'll slow it down for you.
Yeah, actually, what's your current airspeed?
I'm going 302 right now. Across the air, I'm gonna get down to 280. I'm already down to 290.
Alright. Just speed up to like, keep it at 300 knots.
30 even got 1446.
November 70 Victor Mike, leaving my airspace, radar service is terminated, frequency change approved.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, even real pilots make mistakes. We all make mistakes. There's no such thing as
American
a perfect pilot.
872, you over here.
That's the end of that.
American 872, yes, yeah.
Are you time accelerating right now?
No, I am not. Why?
Oh, alright. American 872, radar contact. Descend via the Parker 3 arrival, landing north, altimeter 3029er.
Descend via the Parker 3 arrival, American 872.
Delta 1446, contact Atlanta Center, or correction, Atlanta approach 133.47. Check in with your speed, please.
Alright, 130.47 for 1446.
And Delta 2282, 280 knots in the transition, please.
280 in the transition for Delta 2282.
Center 0 Papa Kilo 17. Nature Papa, contact ground, see ya.
Hold it on, see ya, good job.
Thanks, Spare Wings 240, pilot's discretion, descend and maintain 11,000. Stand by for the altimeter.
Pilot's discretion, descend and maintain 11,000, Spare Wings 240.
Atlanta Center Southwest 2261 over your airspace at flight level 400. Direct to Flask.
Southwest 2261, Atlanta Center, welcome. Spare Wings 240, Charleston altimeter. I think that's where you're going. Charleston altimeter 3030.
Is this guy in a car? Hit the gas pedal. Hit the gas, man. Oh man. Because we actually had those schedules.
Uniform VFR.
Yeah, that's crazy.
November 734 Lima uniform, Atlanta Center, squawk 3311.
Alright, 3311 for Lima uniform.
United 522, Indianapolis is offline, radar service is terminated, frequency change approved.
Okay, see ya, United 522.
Delta 1509, it's going to be the visual approach runway 36 center, turn left heading 030.
Left 030, visual approach to 36 center, 109.
Walker 3631, turn right heading 090, thanks for your patience.
Right turn 090, Walker 3631.
Spare Wings 1877, Jacksonville's offline, radar service is terminated, frequency change approved, good night.
Atlanta Center, Cessna 492, Juliet Tango with a VFR request.
Roger, stand by. 4 Lima uniform, radar contact, you're 20 miles northwest of Snowbird, and you're clear to the Savannah Airport as file, climb maintain flight level 290.
Thanks, sir, Savannah as file, climb maintain flight level 290 for Lima uniform.
Spare Wings 240, leaving my airspace, radar service is terminated, frequency change approved.
Atlanta Center, American 815, double check in 36 right.
American 815, yes. Victor Stefano, runway 36 right.
Copy, 36 right, American 815.
Delta 1509, turn right 080, descend and maintain 3000. Delta 1509, turn right 080, descend and maintain 3000.
Turn right 080, descend and maintain 3000.
Atlanta Center, UPS 1989, 346, Climate 350.
UPS 1989, Atlanta Center, radar contact, 40 miles northwest of Volunteer. November 2 Juliet Tango, you were calling, right?
That's affirmative, just requesting flight following to KLGC, approximately 16 miles to the east of it now.
Roger, I see where you are. You actually, that is Atlanta approaches airspace, so go ahead and give them a call, 133.47.
Roger, what was that frequency again?
133.47.
Press the switch here.
133.47, good day.
Right. Seatbelt signs on. Right. let's start the descent. To be honest, the reason I found it was I got recommended after some XP shenanigans and I caught DWH in the preview, got me hooked. Yeah, I make the same. I make the videos of the
American
XP
815,
shenanigans.
turn right,
Whenever he
heading
makes
270
mistakes,
to
of course, has to be
3000.
documented. But I also do live streaming once in a while.
215, 3000, American 815.
Right, we should be contacting Atlanta Center soon. Right, we're overspeeding, so let's let's throttle down a bit. Turn off the cross flow and the standby pumps. As you can see, the fuselage tank is low, and now that we have more wing tank as well, more fuel in the wing tank, and you can see it right here too. See, wing tank still 100%, and the tip tank with fuselage tanks is now less. Right, so that's our
Aircraft on frequency, Atlanta Center closing about 10 minutes.
Oh,
Nice.
crap. Atlanta Center's closing in a bit. Okay.
Walker 36, 31, turn right, heading 230, and descend and maintain 14,000.
Alright, 230 down to 14,000, Walker 3631.
Double 109, you want us on a... You want us to turn for the visual for 369 now, right?
Delta 815, turn right, heading 360.
Let's expedite our descent.
Right 360, 815.
Delta 1509, do you have the field in sight?
We do, yes.
Roger. Clear visual approach, runway 36 center, contact tower.
Clear visual approach to 36 center. Contact approach on 118. Or no, wait, sorry. What was the approach for this?
Tower,
Like I said, this aircraft's a
118.1.
performer.
Alright, going
You
to
could
tower,
descend and you're
118.1.
still losing speed, you see?
Thank you.
So this is
Delta
a
2282, contact center, contact approach 133.47, see you.
3347,
Atlanta
Delta
Center.
2282. Good night, sir.
Good night, Delta 593, contact approach 133.47.
Oh, and as soon as we arrived into Atlanta, Houston Center went back on.
Good night, Delta 815, sorry about that. Turn right, heading 030, and if you have it,
I'm
join
still
the
a
local
Ferrari fan, Andrew.
033.
I'm hoping that Ferrari will get their crap right. If they don't, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Air New Zealand 85, cross
Red Bull
Ozzy
has
at
already won enough.
14,000, altimeter
It's time for
3025.
Ferrari to win one again. It's almost been 20 years since the last champion.
Walker 3631, contact approach 123.47. Check in with your heading for me.
2347 with the heading, Walker 3631. See ya!
We just have to remember now that we are using no auto throttle, so this aircraft is a tricky one. Let's have a replay on now as well. We're just gonna have an application on.
Disregard. American 872, looks like you're not. American 872, turn right,
That's right,
heading
Yolts.
270.
She's a performer. She's a performance aircraft. She can climb steep. She can descend steep.
I don't know why.
And you can depend on her. If you want to if you want
Me neither.
her to
Descend
descend
and maintain 8,000.
quickly, she'll descend quickly. It's a
American
performance
872,
aircraft.
descend, maintain 8,000.
I'm gonna maintain 8,000, American 832. Does it feel like I'm sped up at all?
Well, you're like, I don't know, about 10,000
And let's
feet
contact
too high. I'm
Atlanta
not sure
Center.
what's going on. Oh, you're talking about your sim? I don't know. It's probably something with your simulator. American 815, fly heading 050, and you have the field in sight.
050, field in sight, American 815.
Alright, American 815, clear visual approach runway 36 right. Sorry for the crappy vectors. It's going to be the right runway, clear visual approach.
No problem. I was looking at that. Thank you, American 815.
Atlanta Center, hello. November 31 Whiskey Sierra 250, descending to 80.
Aircraft calling, where are you?
November 31 Whiskey Sierra, we are inbound Lymph. Let's turn off the music first. I think he can't find us.
American 815, contact tower 118.1. Let's see.
I think he's having a hard time finding us.
See ya.
And Atlanta, good evening. American 41 Heavy with you, 400.
We're so close to Atlanta Center. I think he can't see us yet.
American 41 Atlanta Center, hello.
I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect. I'm not in observer mode. Just to let you know, guys. Yeah, maybe we're still not in his airspace just yet.
Atlanta Center, WestJet 4070 with you, flight level 360.
Right, let's have our ILS set now for the approach. So we already have that, so all we have to do is just do the nav. So the nav, that's gonna be 1095, 109.5. And Birmingham ground has 1 offline, so it's all good, no worries. At least we have air traffic control on the center.
American 872, turn right 090.
So we are, let's have a VREF speed of around 130 to 135. Maybe even
1989, Atlanta Center is closing. Radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Atlanta Center is closing, got that.
Air New Zealand 85, Atlanta Center closing and approach is closing, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Alright, back to you, let we go. And Birmingham traffic. November 31 Whiskey Sierra, inbound waypoint Nymph. Expecting the ILS approach from 827. We will call 5 miles from Nymph. Oh, should be passing Nymph. So the way it works, we're gonna be at the downwind, so we're gonna go straight in from Nymph vectors. Go to the right downwind. No, sorry. Left downwind of Birmingham. Then we're gonna make a base, and then after that we're gonna make our ILS approach, and we're gonna establish. We're gonna call establish. We're gonna call passing Birmingham. We're gonna call when we are at the downwind. That should be a good plan. And remember, guys, stream announcements. We will keep you posted if I'll be doing some streaming in the Discord, exclamation mark Discord in chat. Should give you guys some info about the Discord server. Okay, let's increase our speed here. Okay, let's turn the music back on. We're not sterile just yet. So spoilers up? Nope, it's not. But we're passing Lymph already, so we have to continue our descent. Let's descend to 4,000 feet. And then we will have to prepare the heading. Heading set. Okay, 18,000. The altimeter is gonna be a one. Here we go. So let's go. METAR KBHM. This is flow. BHM altimeter 3023. 3023. And the minimums. Let's take a look at the chart. I'll take a look at charts again. That's gonna be 841. Good grief, right? That's a high minimums. 841. Alright, so thank you, Flo. You can go away now. So let's go 841 here. 6, 7, 841. The decision height set. Let's slow down our descent here, and let's there's some turbulence here. Wow. We have wing flex. None. That's alright. I was expecting a bit of at least like a little like flex on it. It's all good, no worries. And Birmingham traffic. November 31 Whiskey Sierra. 20 nautical miles from Limp. We will call on the left downwind and Birmingham traffic. And there it is. Athena Center is closed. Albuquerque and Oakland Center, LA Center has just went online. Oh, excuse me. So we're now inbound Limb, 15 nautical miles. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch this now to heading. And we're gonna switch this display here to VOR nav. And what that does, it allows us to, check and do the stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do altitude select. I forgot to select that. So that's why, without that, we weren't able to see, right? It's okay. Well, I have to say, guys, that this flight has been far out. Alright, 10,000 feet. So we're about to reach 10,000. Once we reach 10,000, we're gonna go sterile. So far, so good. Okay, we're now passing Limp. Vectoring now. We'll call on the downwind of Birmingham. Oh, that's a screenshot. Right. Screenshot. Okay, 10,000 feet, sterile cockpit. Music off. And the Birmingham and the Birmingham airport should be to our right side. Let's arm our reverse thrust. Check if it's working. Thrust live spoilers will have to activate that manually. So far, what I think of the Learjet, it's an amazing little business jet aircraft. I think one of the best, I should say. The updates have been fantastic. They've been treating me well, and cannot wait for the full product to actually be fully released. The official release version, not early access. So, can't wait. Can't wait. Right, let's slightly turn to the right a bit. And let's make a call. Birmingham traffic, November 3, 1 Whiskey Sierra on the left downwind. Expecting ILS 27, we will call turning base. Birmingham traffic. Excuse me. Right, we are now on the left downwind. The airport should be at our right there, I think that's it. Is that the airport? I think that's it. I don't see it anywhere. Very bumpy too. Right. Let's get it done. Right. We just passed the airport to our left. I don't know where though. Must be somewhere there. But that's okay because we're gonna extend our downwind. We're still not descending fast enough. Okay. Let's descend quicker. No problem. And what we're gonna do now is arm nav and arm glide slope. So by a hookup, we should be at 2,700. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go past hookup. For us to have enough ample time to intercept the glide slope. So flaps 8. Reverse thrust is already armed. Turn on landing lights. Let's go do this. Got a lot of turbulence. What's the winds? What's the winds right now? Winds are currently winds calm. I have a hard time believing that. Winds are 150 at 3. Okay, so that's the old METAR. This is the current one. Copy that. Alright. Let us do this approach. Once we are turning on the base, I'll turn on the landing. Replay. Yeah, the landing's gonna be bumpy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna land with flaps 20 instead of 40. Okay, I think it's safe for us to do our turn now. Oh crap. I think we didn't set it up properly. 238. Okay, there we go. Let's start our turn. Birmingham traffic, November 31 Whiskey Sierra, turning right for the base of the ILS 27. We will call established on the localizer. Birmingham traffic. Right. So set this one right up here as well. 238. Arm the nav and arm the glide slope. Here we go, 3,000 feet now. Let's just maintain 200 knots. $1095, that's perfect. You should soon be intercepting it already. 1095, that's perfect. Oh, there we go. There's the glide slope, I believe. There we go, localizer. Now glide slope to go. Birmingham traffic, November 3, 1 Whiskey Sierra. Established on the localizer, will call fully established, ILS 27. Correction, ILS 24, Birmingham. Turn to the other side now. Turn to the other side now. What is this plane doing right, my aircraft? I don't know what the ILS is doing. You're not supposed to be swerving left and right. Okay, let's go gear down. Flaps 3. Not flaps 3, but other flaps. Let's try this again. Nav and glide slope. So I think the way it works in the ILS for this aircraft, Jesus, right? Yeah, this is bugged. I'm gonna have to report this. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what. So my aircraft, we have to call Birmingham traffic, Learjet November 3, 1 Whiskey Sierra, 5 mile final, runway 24, Birmingham. Alright guys, shoot, I forgot the landing replay. Right, there we go. That was quick. Let's save it, save it, save it. Climb up a bit. Birmingham. Vacate right. right here. That was, guys, that was a good approach actually. Negative. Well, airport. Yep, sorry guys, I was on mute again. God damn. Okay. Sorry, I was on sterile cockpit actually. But that was a good landing. Negative 123 on the landing rate, based on what Valenta said. 1G. Here we are guys, welcome to Birmingham. Let's shut around, because we have a replay to do. Right, so the way it works is this. Thrust idle, then there's a switch here. And the flight in Valenta. Oh boy, why is it lagging? Why is it lagging? Stop recording. It always does that with Volanta. Volanta always lags the sim every time I shut down the aircraft. Now that I closed Volanta, it's not working fine. Right! Let's do some replay, shall we? Replay time. It's automatically gonna set it up for us. And it was a fast approach too. Nice and low. I don't know why the landing lights are flashing. And touchdown. That is a nice approach. And reversers. Can't go wrong. Ooh, we got a bit of a nose gear bounce too. But those reversers, that's what I love about the Learjet. It's those reversers, bucket reversers. You cannot go wrong with them. Let's just slow down our landing here. Let's turn on some music, shall we? That was not a negative 121, I'll say. 123. And the landing gear compression as well. Did you see that landing gear compression, guys? That's how a landing gear compression should work. There you go. It softens, and then after that, when you bring the nose down, it should compress. That's how it should work. It was lovely. Simply lovely. I had to throw in a Formula 1 reference there at some point. But that was a fantastic landing. That I really liked that. Really liked it. Of course, we had to do fast because, of course, the wind. It's a bit turbulency. Touchdown! And on centerline. Well, not really on centerline, but it was close. Close enough, I should say. And those smoke effects, too, are lovely. The smoke effects on the landing gear. Simply lovely. do some cockpit view, shall we? I hope XP doesn't see this, but your landings are better than his. Oh man. Okay, let's do one more let's do a couple more replays. Ooh, that was nice. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more. Can we slow it down? Oh, we can slow it down. Hold on. Let's slow it down to 0.5. Why not? Touchdown right there. The landing gear compresses to keep it down to the ground. Nose up a bit. And then the nose gear. Because it's just a gear, it doesn't have a suspension, it's a bit stiff. But hey, it works. Okay. Alright guys. It is time. I'm gonna end it on with this song. It's an instrumental, so it should be okay. Hopefully, I bet. It's been fun. Southampton, yeah, we will try flying that when I get the time to stream. Anyways, guys. Right. Of course, I'm playing this on YouTube because. Hold on, do I have the? Oh no, I have the audio. I have my own. I have the audio version of it here. Hold on a sec, guys. Let's end it like this. Shall we? Guys, it's been a pleasure. We're back. We are back. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for tuning in. See you in the next one. Have a great evening, afternoon, good morning to you. And we'll see you around. See ya!